Here we are, talking in the car. It's Thursday. It's also Halloween. I had this cute idea to take my girlfriend out to it's a nearby neighborhood where they have a lot of really nice decorations and stuff, but that's not really happening anymore, unfortunately. So yeah, hopefully things will get better. Of course. It is very snowy out. Not very. Snow is melting, as y'all can see. Yeah. I'm eating candy. What should we talk about? I don't know. They're trying to impeach Donald Trump, but they voted no today on the rules for the Senate or for the House impeachment inquiry. So they're like voting on the rules for a inquiry that they are already in the process of working on, or like doing, so kind of supposed to, they put the cart before the horse, I think, in this situation. And they were having like meetings in like this building called the Skiff, which is underneath the Capitol, I believe. It's like a very secure area. It's where they're supposed to like talk about classified information. From a Democrat perspective, the concern was that the testimony would leak confidential information. But on the Republican side, they didn't really see there to be too much reason that there would be confidential information. And so it would be better to be more transparent, especially with something as, important as this. I think ultimately the Republicans are right about it. They had the inquiry before they even voted on whether or not they should be doing this. So yeah, very, very suspicious. Seems a lot more like an attempt to try to change the outcome of the 2016 election. I mean, they're getting pretty close to the 2020 election. So, realistically, what should be done is they should. They want to change the outcome of the 2016 election, doing the 2020 election, through democratic processes, That's kind of one of the things you give up with living in democracy, You have to expect that not everyone knows what they're doing, or even most people, that they'll make stupid decisions. But, this is just how you get. It's just the nature of democracy, The alternative is a small group of people making decisions, maybe. Or I guess you could have you cut off a chicken's head and have it run around the Capitol building that lands on something. That's what you do. South Park reference for any of y'all. But yeah, no, it should be democratic. the reason I think, you know, that they're kind of engaging in this suspicious behavior, because I think that the whistleblower, because the whistleblower is like secondhand information on the call. So first off, you would expect, you know, the whistleblower to be somewhat first-hand information on the call, but no one from first-hand information on the call decided to do anything about it. So they got a person with second-hand information to do something about it. A little suspicious, you know, but, you know, not ridiculous. But I think it's reasonable to question the motives of like a person with second-hand information who is, you know, allegedly a Democratic leading person who had contact with Joe Biden, you know. I mean, he's the president, a lot of people have contact with him, but... Ah, damn train. Hang on, everybody. I hate you. Like, I feel like the trains always come at the, like, they're like scheduled for my inconvenience, you know? Because there's no way there should be this many trains coming at these times. Like, I remember, okay, like, the first train I used to really run into a lot was when I worked at IHOP. And I didn't understand scheduling the train for this time period because it was like late at night, you know, you get out late at night. Makes sense that the train come late at night. Super convenient for me though. You know, get off like a long. Some of the shifts I get off, like a 16-hour shift, I get off and then sitting on a train for like 5 minutes. How long trains last 5 minutes? Maybe 10 minutes, I don't know. Yeah, but the I don't think the inquiry is gonna get much further than this. Yeah, I think the Democrats can in the last. I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, I don't think it's gonna get very far. I don't think they're gonna impeach Trump. Even in the House, I don't think they'll impeach him in the House, you know. So what will they do, he says? Suffer. They're gonna hate, they're gonna scream and cry. Like little children. But I mean, I think the reason they kind of did this now, I do think it's a deep state thing, kind of. So, I believe, you know, that some of, like, the higher up Democrats are talking to, you know, some of their proxies, and they're like, okay, if you see, like, anything that's even close to something we can use, just do it, we'll fabricate the story around it, you know, we'll make it work, it's our last chance, we gotta try something, you know. It's like a last-ditch effort. This is what I think of the current thing. It actually got pretty far, so, you know, but the truth will prevail. As it did. So then, yeah, you know, they're saying, okay, if you find anything, let us know. Then some guy's like, okay, I found something barely. And then they organized it. And they got their story straight. And then, went over to Schiff's office, broke the information. Who knows, maybe Schiff was in on it, I don't know. Then they figured out what they're going to do, and they tried, and failed. I mean, if they got like enough Republicans to think like, oh man, this is clearly quid pro quo, you know, unethical, I have high morals, you know. And then every single Democrat would be like, well, of course, you know, it's Trump, of course it's unethical. But the problem is, literally every single Republican is like, it's not that big of a deal. Not really quid pro quo. We're not going to vote yes with you guys. A lot of the Democrats, some of the Democrats were like that too. So, yep. Now they're in their position. This was definitely, like, it definitely feels a lot like impeachment for political purposes. Like, I don't think almost anyone thought this was, well, all the Democrats probably thought. I'm pretty sure like most of the Republicans believe this is impeachment for political purposes. Is what they're trying to pull off. And the reason they're trying to pull it off now is because, you know, they looked at the candidates they got in the primary. And they're like, okay, well, these guys are clearly terrible. You know, they realized, you know, Elizabeth Warren's not going to win, and Joe Biden's not going to win, and Bernie Sanders isn't going to win. So, you know, they couldn't convince, you know, someone else better to run. I mean, you know, there's been some rumors out there that they might try to get Hillary Clinton to run. I don't think she will. I do think she's strongly considering it, though. I mean, she'll probably get smacked down in the debate, honestly. I don't think she has it as rigged for her now. I mean, like, she definitely got the DNC primary rigged for her benefit, you know, so she you know, you could argue she's going to win the primary debate anyways, but she basically, you know, won a primary off of corruption, you know, and that's just wrong, you know. It's not like Trump won his primary off of corruption, you know, or even Barack Obama won his primary off corruption, you know. So, you know, it's like, you know, if someone's that corrupt, you know, even if the other guy's an idiot, I kind of feel like you should vote for the idiot over the corrupt person, just to show that we still have our morals as a country. Yeah. Others would argue Trump is obviously corrupt. I mean, I think it's pretty hard to bribe a billionaire, honestly. So that argument kind of falls flat for me. People tell me Trump is corrupt. And I don't think he's super greedy about enriching his business off of it either, you know? I mean, of course, you know, there's going to be overlaps between, you know, Trump's organization is like a, you know, multinational, you know, real estate empire. Luxury real estate empire, should I? So, of course, you know, wealthy politicians are going to go visit states, you know. I don't know, you can see this as corruption in some areas, or you can see this as like a home state advantage, you know. So I think the revenue brought in is honestly pretty minuscule from it. And he donates a lot of it, too. Like, I think he donates, like, almost all the money that he collects, what would be considered, like, a breach of the emoluments clause. Almost all of that he donates back to the Treasury. You know, he donates his salary to the Treasury, you know. So, you know, arguably, he's not taking too much from taxpayers, except in security, of course. There's kind of no way around that, though. I mean, I think, like, the Secret Service, I might be wrong about this, but I think, like, the Secret Service is like one of the few groups in America that can actually tell the president what to do. Like, they can tell him to do things. Security related things, of course, but, you know. I don't know, maybe they just recommend it, who knows. Police are here for some reason. Not sure why. Police officer walking with the lady. I would show you, but let's see. I'll leave the suspense up for you. Yeah, so to summarize this card talk, they tried to impeach Trump. It's not really working out too well. And he'll probably win 2020 because they don't like their politicians that they have in their primary right now.